Okay, so this is a really rough diagram, and this is a pretty out there thing to try and explain. And I don't have a scientific background, but just like what I learned in school. Ironically, I don't know if anyone else has ever done the magic eye and has read the book where they say that the universe or the world is a turtle. I don't know if you can see that. But basically, this is a world map, but it repeats, like if it was flat. So Australia being here, going across to Africa, you got your pyramids, and then into America, north and south, Europe. Now, Australia here, we've got New Zealand where the flooding is and the earthquakes happened. I felt it. It went through Gippsland. Then the next ones that happened went up the new crack that's in the middle of Africa and is going up. This is where the global air conditioning system has been cut out since 97. We learnt this in school. They've known this for a while. There's toxicity evidence pulling here and here. We've got Manila Bay, which is where all the water is then collecting the rubbish, right? It would seem 2 quadrants across reflects in the sky because the ebbs and flows of the sea affect the sky. So here you've got the rubbish pooling and here you've got the toxicity pooling. The other day we had a solar flare that basically like the hand of God and the nugget came down and pointed straight to the Pacific island of rubbish, which is where they're wanting to put nuclear waste. We've got cyclones and flooding here and we've got drought here. In theory, there's enough water on the planet. It would seem that where the momentum has been lost. The issue is, you learn in geography in school that when you put piers in bays and why they have to dredge, it changes the ebbs and flows of the sea. The issue being that the global air conditioning system here is when the air flows up and the warm air hits the cool air, and instead of melting the caps, the theory would be to refreeze them. The only reason the poles would change or sea levels rise or this happens is to cool the planet down because it's too hot. A natural mechanism, but the poles are changing much faster than they ever have. So this loose diagram explains that in theory, and if you look at where the pyramids are, it will dictate, because trees make weather, where the air hits them and goes up, the air then goes down again. It's to make rain in a fertile area, and how deltas work and why the Nile and where rivers are so important, let alone the bays that we need to clean and fix if we want to live, basically. But in theory, mountains make weather. If we can put an island up to generate more flow again than the natural sea levels rising is doing, we could kick the global air conditioning system back in and turn the freezer back on instead of it melting, basically. It's a really layman's way of trying to explain something. And it goes up as well.